Tragedy as the mic is now working. I am so sad because I've been killing it on the broadcast so far. This is embarrassing. You know, if I had a time machine, I would go back in time just to the start of this game and to have my audio because I've been hyped. Concordia's been hyped. They're up 3-0. They've been playing it marvelously so far, folks. The bonus round comes through and the Golden Bears are feeling themselves to start this one out. My apologies again. I really wish we could have that back because I have the desktop audio enabled now too. And folks, let me tell you, this is why I don't run the stream, right? I'm the caster for a reason. We'll let that one slide, all right? No more mistakes coming out for the rest of the night. I mean, I'll take a muted broadcast to have a 3-0 Concordia St. Paul lead, though. Those are sacrifices that must be made. We'll introduce it again. Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears broadcast competing against SMSU tonight, the top seed in their division. And two big openers coming out from Worthless and Jitty. Bird towards elbow. Akira finds one, tags up the chamber. Looking for more, a two-man advantage the way of the Golden Bears. And they have been feeling it to start out the night on Breeze, folks. Apologies again for the mute. That is on me. We're just going to have to move on and regain as the Golden Bears putting a halt to this attack side coming out from SMSU. An absolute tear these Golden Bears have been on to open up the night. As always, I'm your caster, Skeptor. Joining me in the booth,
30 seconds
Mr.
left.
Biggs himself. We got Porg here as well. The whole crew has shown out in force to support the Golden Bears tonight. Big match underway as they are looking to find the W tonight, folks. Spike planted over towards A. It's going to be a retake for the Golden Bears. 4-on-2 scenario. Operator on Jitty. Let's see if they give him the initial peek. Both players spotted a big dart coming out from Akira as he swings towards site. TP's back to shop. KO alone on site. Big shot coming out from Piece of Bread. Traded out from Worthless. Now a 2-on-1, but Worthless cleans it up with a 3K for himself. And the Golden Bears making waves to start out the night on Breeze. 4-0 lead, and they are making it happen tonight, folks.
Today, I'm afraid.
I mean, big shout out for the boys. Playing an exceptional game. We're seeing first bloods, we're seeing aggression coming out, and we're seeing solid team play. These are all things that have been lacking on the side of the Golden Bears throughout the season, but it's coming together and it's meshing well tonight, folks. I'm excited to see the rest of this set. SMSU, no slouch of their own. So a big start for the Golden Bears. And I mean, this is a start that they needed if they want to come out and get an advantage early on in this series tonight. SMSU, like I said, one of the better teams in their division. So this would be a massive win if the Golden Bears could pull it off tonight. Icebox being the second map on the cards. And an early Viper ulti coming out. Gonna get taken out from Woken. Big push as Akira's gonna fall as well. Attackers finally getting a positive start that they needed. Spike plant initiated on the B site as the retake going to commence. Flash won't find anything just yet. Flashbang. Nice second flash coming out. Nothing going to be spotted out towards back site. Worthless with the tour de force, and he's going to have to find some frags quickly here if they're going to get this retake underway. Zoom out at the same time. A-spot will find one. Nice quick scope coming out from Jenny. Off to the blade storm. Looking for anything else. Trying to find some eco damage. Finds another one. Taken out with the wall bang. SMSU making the right play on that B rush. So how do the Golden Bears decide to answer back? Money still looking pretty solid for the most part. Akira might be struggling with no rifle here, but other than that, Golden Bears gonna have a pretty solid buy. For the most part though, looking like a mixed buy, you know? And now starting to force up. This is what I like to see. Everybody buying the best they can here. As we start out, Akira with the Marshall. So struggling a little bit on this buy. Early KO, nice spotted out towards A. The follow-up won't see anything from Goosey, so surely the Golden Bears going to know. Nothing out towards the site. They spot one out crossing towards mid.
Nowhere to run!
Hunter's Fury coming out, and the A push is underway from SMSU. Worthless gonna have to fall back here towards yellow.
Welcome to
A full siege in the Viper's pit gonna be popped. Beast Mod and Woken team up for two big entries at the start of the round in a similar situation. The last round, 3-on-5 retake for the Golden Bears. Jet gonna find another. Dashing back towards orange.
Last player standing.
Not gonna be able to take him out. More in a big round going over to SMSU. 4-2, two-round lead for the Golden Bears as money going to be reset a tiny bit here. Interesting to see how they approach, you know, for my liking, I'd say it's definitely looking like a save round. Keep the economy somewhat decent so that you're able to purchase in the round following. 2 ultimates available on this attack side, the Tour de Force plus the Blade Storm for Woken. This Jet has definitely turned things around here towards the mid game and has been helping out this SMSU squad, but footsteps heard towards B. Elusive falls back, spots out the Velvet Crown, and it's surely going to be a Bravo hit coming out. Tons of utility for the attackers. Woken trying to get in towards backside. Elusive playing it back. Woken will find the wall bang.
Spike planted.
See what he can find. Gets Chamber gonna sneak out from window
Here.
and take that one back. Goosey playing close, goes down.
Last player
Jitty
standing.
will follow in a big round following for SMSU. A flawless pickup there, and now 4-3 on the scoreboard.
Let's get these idiots.
As we get it underway here, round number 8. Scoreboard looking like 7 for Akira, 6 for Jitty, Worthless at 5, Elusive at 4, and my man Goosey at 1. But all it takes is one round to get things going for this KO.
This is gonna be fun.
And now a tricky little spot here from Jitty, playing on top at an elevated angle. This could be trouble for SMSU. We'll spot out one towards A. Scanning a dart coming out towards Bravo. Worthless a couple of standing shots from Bridge. One up Paul and a couple of Paul. As SMU trying to switch up their approach. Akira and Worthless though, locking it down. It's going to have to be a fallback for the attackers, but Worthless will go down. Akira now left to manage the Hall's position. Elusive will take one out towards elbow. Big find there as the Golden Bears even it up at 4 apiece. Goosey will take one out on the A site. More shots coming out. The attack, no, Goosey popping the nullifying ultimate. Spike going down at A. Nice frag found for Goosey. Only one remaining. A 4-on-1 situation. Goosey finds the 3K, and what did I tell you? All it takes is one round, and Goosey is right back in the mix. Big 3K for the man and the Golden Bears with a very much needed round to null that momentum coming out from SMSU.
These new friends of
Big
ours are not
finds
too
their
friendly.
money though. Definitely
anyone have
looking on the side of SMSU, pulling together those 3 rounds.
Yes.
A lot of them sitting at that 9K maxed out cash mark. So it'll take a few rounds for the Golden Bears to break them. But with the way they've been playing on this defensive side, I'm definitely liking the team play that I've been seeing out of the Golden Bears squad. They've been making it happen here as we get it started. I'm feeling a B hit personally, so I'm going to head over towards Jitty and Elusive. Early mid presence from Piece of Bread, going to take out Worthless. Jitty's in a very good position here with this operator cross. The Viper wall and the Jet dash out, followed by that. Early pressure towards B. I called it. As we see a plant coming down, and these B retakes are so tough if you're losing your down members early. So it's going to have to be off the back of a Jitty pick here. Chamber spotted out towards that left side pocket. Jitty seeing if he can catch anybody out. A huge frag comes out for Akira. Traded out nicely though. The opposition. Wall bang coming out through smoke. Jitty now left with it all to do in a 1 versus 4. A tough task. And Jackson gonna push up on the flank, man, and those B hits have been the death of this Golden Bears squad so far. You're going to have to play closer on that site because that Viper wall is just completely cutting off the other player. They make it a one-on-one, and it's frankly just too much to deal with for this defending squad. So interested to see how the Golden Bears adapt their defense here. They know that B has been their weak side so far. Worthless going for full armor, doesn't have a weapon, wondering if he's going to get the request coming out or if he's just playing for Headhunter, and it looks like the Headhunter play will be the play as the Viper will right back to B. Piece of bread working towards mid. Akira spots him out. Playing passively now as we go back and forth. Jitty thinking about it. The KO knife comes out towards B. The same
Here.
jet dash right onto site. The attackers are here. Defenders
Here.
are waiting.
Blocking sight.
Lots of utility coming out. The KO flash to follow. Jitty playing off the cloudburst, trying to get cheeky with it up close. Listening for the info. Spike plant initiated. Jitty gonna have to go
Spike
massive
planted.
here. They let it go down. All the Golden Bears are here. One trade is in. Jitty looking for the man on site. Will find him. Goosey finds two for himself now. A 2-on-2. Both players will remain. The dash, he spotted both. One at left side elbow. The other is playing window. Worthless finds a vandal for himself. Jitty plays the close angle. Worthless trying to fight from
player
far. Will
standing.
go down to the operator. Gotta give it a jiggle. Jitty knows where both are, but can he find the shots? That is the question that needs to be answered. Running out of time as it's ticking away. Jiggles out one shot, but surely not enough time anymore. Jitty gonna have to get out if he
enemy
wants to
remaining.
survive. Not gonna happen, trying to take out the operator, but SMSU will tie things up at 5 rounds apiece here, folks.
Then execute.
You know, it was all Golden Bears to start this one out. Tragedy struck as the mic was muted. Boy, were we having some fun to initiate it, but Golden Bears keeping it interesting so far. 5-5. Money, though, so heavily favoring this SMSU Mustang squad. As the Golden Bears back on a save. This is the tricky thing, right? You win so many rounds off rip, but the defensive side is so hard unless you are winning rounds unanswered. But aggression coming out towards A. UC is tucked up close. Piece of bread with another first blood to put in work. UC with a frag. We're going to know the position is close. A flashbang to follow. What can he find?
Blocking sight.
Follow flash now from SMSU. The pop flash is in, but
Player
Goosey,
standing.
only 13 bullets and a mag on that frenzy. Gonna run out, be the enemy of him. As Akira now only a
Spike
Spectre
planted.
and armor to his name. Attackers have flooded. The site is forfeit. And now Akira just looking to pull some exits if he potentially can, but location is known. Now, nice KO knife coming out from the opposition. Interested to see what Akira can pull here. It's going to be tough to find anything, but he'll take what he can get. There's one. Wolf gets taken out, but the follow-up is there. Beast Mod will get the trade as SMSU have reclaimed the lead here.
Last round before the switch.
6-5 and 5 ultimates available for SMSU. This has got to be threatening and scary if you are on the Golden Bears fan side. I mean, last round, you know it's going to be a complete ultimate dump coming out from these attackers. And I'm worried about the fast B hit, you know. They just popped that KO ultimate, and they're going to be able to push in without any utility follow-up from the Golden Bears. So they're going to have to let the weapon
You want to play? Let's play.
round. 2 of the Force and Blades
Found
pop
them.
instantaneously. And they know the location of the chamber. Barrel spotted out Akira. Wishing he had that shot back. As the B pushes in, Jet has dashed on the site, will get taken out. Big frag found from Elusive as he doubles up. From the back left position, he will find the KO as well, shutting him down single-handedly. Worthless follows up. Chambers location known towards bottom mid, and it looks like the Golden Bears slowing it down.
One
They have
enemy
Spike
remaining.
down, and it's almost a round in the bag. It would take a miracle for a piece of bread to pull it back, but he has the tour de force. And if there's any weapon you want in your hands, it's not going to happen. Goosey closing it around, and it's a 6-6 half as the Golden Bears will
Switching
even up
sides.
the scoreline. So now surely going to want to get things rolling on this attacking side pistol, as they could surely use 2 rounds to kick things off the bat here. I'm happy with the way the first half went, you know. Big openers for the Golden Bears. It would have been nice if they could cut out those little streaks that the attackers were able to provide towards the mid game. But hey, like I said earlier, SMSU is towards the top of the standings. This is one of the better teams in the division for Concordia. So hanging in with the top dogs, and this is signs of goodness to come, right? This Golden Bears squad has been working on their team play. They've been putting in the practice in the VODs, and I'm excited to see what's to come for this squad. As the mid work is coming out, Chamber and Goosey peeking out towards top nest, not going to run anything early, and getting aggressive is Woken. Getting punished now, the Golden Bears with the man advantage. Flashes out from Goosey, push it forward. Viper up close to the double door though, gotta be out and ready. Big shock dart coming out from Beast Mod, will take out Jitty. As Spikeman has initiated a hero with a little bit of a scuff dart for himself, but we're gonna brush past it. Endeavor Ghost is out, finds the dink, looking for now in a 1 versus 2. No HP to his name, has to go clutch mode. Not gonna happen as Beast Mod will find the frags necessary. And the Golden Bears with a big opportunity there, but they drop it after finding that first blood. They shut down the aggressive push from the Jet, but not ready for that double door push. Goosey wishing he could have that one back. They get the spike planted. So now the question is, do the Golden Bears go for a force fight here? They can afford almost similar weaponry. You know, they have Spectre light armor buy if they so please, or Marshals, but it seems like it's going to be a save, play it safely, and go for the next buy, which no problem in doing so. I wouldn't be mad to see a couple sheriffs come out, right? They have a little bit of cash to spend if they choose, man.
Let's get this done.
And there it is, Akira pulling out the Marshal. So let's get our eyes on him. Going to be the potential playmaker. Doesn't find the shot there. Peeking out towards the right side now as the Golden Bears float up towards elbow. Worthless has the headhunter out. Spots out Jet. Can he find the chamber? Not going to happen. He's spread. Will find one. Elusive takes him out now.
Spike carrier's dead.
Last player
Here's the
standing.
Marshal shot bringing out. Will
down
find a
mid.
headshot for himself. Now a very winnable round, 1 versus 2. Having the Marshal here, they've taken out both the B players. So you gotta think that these are rotators coming in for the side of SMSU. Knows one's location back left. Now go for the no scope. Ooh, a little bit of movement. This is the shot. Big tag. No way he goes for the double. Come on. Give it to us, Kukli style. What was that? Goes for the long range shot. Interesting take, but good damage coming out from the Golden Bears. So forcing the defenders now to buy a little bit into this round. They can't really afford rifles. So it's going to be on the Golden Bears to pull this round. This is really a crucial round for the Golden Bears. They have to find this round if they want to stay alive and get this attack sparked going for them. You know, they have not taken a round on the second half yet, but it's understandable. They lost the pistol. They didn't opt for a force, so finding any eliminations like they did in that last round could pay major dividends. As Akira, the only member positive right now on this Golden Bears squad, somebody gonna have to step up and start going huge for this side. As, ooh, a big push coming out from Sova all the way up walls already with a Sheriff. Viper spotted out on site now. As Worthless jumping up the barrels. Gonna peek out a little bit late on the timing now. And somehow Silva gonna take out the trap with that shot. Swinging out on the site. Viper almost finds 2. Good trade from Akira as Worthless finds one for himself. Now a 4 on 3, make it a 3 on 1.
Spike down A.
The TP comes out back to safety. The piece of red finds another one from double doors now as it gets interesting. He has the tour de force if he decides to use it. 2 versus 1 now. Akira and Worthless have to come up big for the side of Concordia here. They cannot give more 1v1s over to the piece of bread. He's been the playmaker all night long so far. Not going to happen as Akira pulls out the 3K in the Golden Bears. Though it was a costly round, they make the plays necessary to strike back and get back onto the scoreboard. Only a 1-round deficit now.
Need a drop.
Money not looking so hot, but able to make it work. Jitty pulling out that judge, and let me tell you, we played a comp match honestly, an hour-ish before the game, and Jitty was doing some work with that judge. He got rid of it. Oh, I see. One orb away from Bladestorm. So
You
just
want to
gonna opt
play?
push up an
Let's
A
play.
here. Go for this orb. He's gonna have the Bladestorm off the back of it. They saw Jet with an op here, so I'd be surprised if Concordia decide to commit on that push. They're gonna opt to fall back. The right play, but Tour de Force called in for the chamber, so you know he's opting on the other side. Make it up mid as he's positioned towards that elbow vertical peak. Interesting. Now the Golden Bears deciding to work up towards hallway. Goosey and Akira.
Spike's down.
As piece of bread will
Spike
find
down. Attacker spawn.
elusive, and that is Spike. Very tricky spot, but
your
traded
best.
out. Big frag for Worthless.
Standing ahead.
They know Jet's location
the
was
spike.
towards that A site with the operator. A solo will be spotted top all. B push coming out. The
Spike
swing,
drop.
nice timing
have the
from
spike.
that Jackson on that. Swinging out with the drone.
Flashbang.
Lucy with the pop flash. Golden Bears going for the push. Eyes on Jitty with the Bladestorm, finds one, making it a 3-on-3. Tunnel spotted out and CT. Two players' locations are known. As Akira
Watching here.
initiates the plant.
30
All
seconds
three
left.
players have been spotted. Two at tunnel, one at CT. The light comes out. Goosey goes down, but Akira goes down, but a big trade for Goosey. 2-on-2.
Last player
One on
standing.
site now. Jitty, this would be a massive round if he could pull it out for CSP. Knows one's on site. Spotted the gun barrel out. Knows the location of both.
Enemy
Jitty
remaining.
finds one. Looking for the second. Location given away, and Woken goes up huge for SMSU. If only that Sova dart didn't get dropped. Man, what could have been, but it's not to be. Woken clutches up for SMSU. Jitty almost pulling it back in the 1 versus 2. I love the finesse. I love the patience.
If
Getting
you are
up
not
close.
doing well, keep
Almost
trying.
had him
You
in
must
his
keep up
sights, but
appearances.
it is 9-7, 2-round lead going the way of SMSU. And now that is a full reset coming in for the Golden Bears. So hard for them to bounce back into this round. I mean, man, this is going to be tough. A few Marshals, thinking about a Spectre buy. Going to be a full rifle buy for the side of SMSU. It has been a competitive match, but the attack side is getting the better of the Golden Bear boys right now. Early KO knife and a big operator pick out from Woken, as that operator has been doing so much damage for this Golden Bear attacking side. Man.
They are so dead.
Ooh, and Worthless calling in the Tour de Force. If he's going to have a round, it's got to be now, or the efforts on this attack side are nigh.
Suppressing.
Worthless just holding ever. Another pick for Woken.
Here.
And the Golden Bears struggling to answer, as another pick for Woken. On for the ace. Only needs 2 more to find. Elusive spots one out, but won't bring out the shot. I guarantee you Woken's creeping up the corner.
Last
Spike is
player
down.
standing.
Now in a
Spike
1
down,
versus
mid.
5. And boy, oh boy. If he could make the magic happen here, it could spark the comeback for the Golden Bears. He takes out the op. He knows Soba is towards double door. He knows one is towards tunnel, side elbow. So, starting to creep over now.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. The time is against him. And he's going to go down. Piece of bread in such a dirty little corner right there. I mean, when have you seen somebody crouch in that corner? I
No
can't say
one
I
will
have.
remember
Dirty little
that.
angle, but playing it nicely, man. Piece of bread has been a nuisance all game
Spike's
long.
here.
He's been putting in numbers for this SMSU squad, as they are only 3 rounds away from closing out map 1. And I'll be honest, folks, we might need like a good 5-7 minute break between this one, because I got to scarf down a burrito. So we're going to figure that out post game.
Here.
We'll keep it professional for now, though, as the Golden Bears lining up for a B hit. They have the means necessary for a successful attacking round. They have the Viper's Pit, followed up by the KO Ultimate. Goosey going to spark it up right now and get the push underway.
Blocking
The
sight.
cloud burst out from Jitty. They know KO's back left.
Found them.
Push coming out, looking for the wall bang. Viper's Pit called in instantly from Elusive. Jitty jumping up top, has the high ground. Looking for more shots heard from CT. Operator spotted towards elbow. Now it's on the Golden Bears. They have the man advantage, the ultimate advantage. Looking to get a round back and stay alive in this game. 2 players spotted out towards CT. As Ginny standing in the poison, but gonna find a wallbang there. Big shots for the man.
Get out of my way.
Looking for more. They hear the jet updraft. They know Chambers back left. Ginny is feeling it in this round. Looking for the last. Not gonna happen. Worthless will close it out. The Golden Bears, a very much needed round in. They poured all the ultimates into that one. Worthless Worthless used the ultimate the round before, but Goosey popping the ult, Elusive calling in the Viper's Pit, followed up by the Hunter's Fury from Akira as well. So the Golden Bears, knowing they had to pull that round, and they pulled the trigger and make it happen. Now, this next round is crucial. If the Golden Bears drop this round, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but money will be a problem, and it will be looking very grim for their side. So they have to make this round happen. A little bit of a jiggle coming out from Goosey. Nice, going to hit close. Not going to go as deep as he would have liked. Player's location is known as close on spot. I like the nade coming out from Goosey. Sure makes the chip damage come out. As the attack is being thought about, Elusive holding the flank side.
Here.
The only thing I don't like from this Golden Bears push right now is no information is known map-wide. So if pushes are coming across map, the defense could be stacked here. Jitty gonna dash out onto site and try to get things opened up right away.
Nowhere to run.
Phantom close. Hunter's Fury called in. Looking for more. Jitty playing a tight angle. Takes a grab with a marvelous shot through the smoke, slots one out. Jitty, this is a huge 1v1 if he can pull it. He's close, playing it close. I mean, Jitty, you're gonna have to make a move. Cloudburst is down, he knows where you're at. Swinging out, finds 2. Golden Bears for the 2-man advantage. The swing's in, the trade from Worthless and Jitty. They make it happen in a very crucial round, potentially resetting the defenders now. Money is looking in the dumps, and this could be the 10-10 push that the Golden Bears need. I mean, massive round, a 2-round streak now for CSP as they are making it happen, folks. Now, the attack is being planned and thought about. We said somebody needed to step up, and Jitty has answered the call. Worthless now putting up some numbers as well. Slow hit. They wait out the KO knife. So smart coming out from the Golden Bears. This is methodical play that, frankly, we have not seen much of this season now. Creeping up towards elbow. Boy, oh boy, these guys could be in trouble. Piece of red will find Goosey with the headhunter. Jitty getting chipped low. Worthless will find one now. 1-man advantage. Jitty very low HP. Worthless will even up the score line at 3 apiece, and he spots out another. Elusive falls back. They know a player's flanking. They got to be careful about the window peek here, Elusive. Your back is turned, and I mean, if Jet comes up the window, all 3 players on the flank. All 3 players on the flank. One running back towards tunnel now. Worthless playing close. Now, nice trade from Jitty. A 3K for Worthless.
Standing.
Jitty 20 HP. Playing it slow and steady. Gonna have to jiggle it soon. Jackson with the clutch again. And somehow, some way, SMSU rob a round from the Golden Bears. And it's off the back of the piece of bread, man. Gotta give credit where credit is due. The man's putting up numbers right now. A huge frag with the headhunter. And I mean, he's keeping his team in it right now. That was Golden Bears' round to lose, and man, it just slips through the fingers. A very close round, though. I mean, it just comes down to that chip damage going on to Jitty. He's got a full HP bar. It's a different story, but only 20. He needed to find the timing on the Viper. It didn't happen. And now the Golden Bears. Money. Okay. I mean, Jitty has the Blade Storm. Now Worthless has the Tour de Force. Jet has an op. They drop the wall and they're thinking about the push. Worthless peeking directly into that operator. No flash, no nothing. I mean, that's just a risk that you can't be making at this stage of the game. 1 round off of match point. SMSU been really working those off, man. That's been the difference right now. I mean, the Golden Bears have not found the answer to those operators. So back to the B site they go, but I mean, so often SMSU has been pushed up in spots that they're not ready for, like that. Piece of Bread finds another pickup, and now the Golden Bears down 2 members. Akira looking towards mid. Elusive trying to cross the site. They know KO is back left. Akira finds one, a big pickup on the spread. Can't find another, and now a 2-on-4. Jitty and Elusive. The Golden Bears putting it on your shoulders. Not gonna happen. Elusive now a 1-on-4. Too many numbers to count. And SMSU push it to match point. As the Golden Bears so close but so far from pushing it into OT. Money now going to be a little bit troublesome.
Match
As we
point.
look at it,
What do you say, drone?
the only player really struggling for a buy here is Worthless. We'll see if anybody can spare some funds. Looks like Goosey might have to work with a Bulldog here. Looking for it.
Does anyone
I
have
don't
fun?
like
Let's
what
see.
I'm seeing though. I mean, 3 ultimates available for this SMSU squad. It's surely going to be troubling for the Golden Bears if they want to pull this one back, folks. Such a good start to the match, but man, I mean, the
You want to
changes
play?
they made in this
Let's
match
play.
made it defensive sided. So a 6-6 half is frankly just not good enough. Or you're going to have the attack half of your lives. An early Viper's Pit caught towards A, and now this is what the trouble has been for the Golden Bears. They stack up towards one site, they get shut down early, and now they got to rotate back into ops. Tour de Force is known towards mid, so Golden Bears in a tricky situation now. Beast Mod will find the first
Spike
blood.
down A.
We'll see, do SMSU get aggressive? They have Spike down, Soda Drone used, and look at that, man. Pushed up aggressively in cave. They have no pressure whatsoever.
Player standing.
Akira goes down. Shots aren't being hit. And Goosey in 1 versus 5. The impossible mission for the man. And he's going to get taken out by James Bond.
Defenders
Beast Mod
win.
up the ropes. The nasty peak coming out. A close round, but not close enough. Golden Bears falter in map number 1, 13-9. We'll be back shortly, folks, for map number 2 on Icebox. Thanks for being here. We'll be back shortly.
This arena captures everything competitive about Rocket League, even holding the names of the past winners of RLCS, so I'm definitely excited for this one. These cinema videos are 100% free to use without credit, but make sure to let me know when you use them so I can check out your work. As always, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all the support. See you next time.
Back to start. I don't know where to go. I'm told I'll reap all of what I sow. These mistakes have no one else to blame. Said I could feel it when you left me here, left me here. Our emotions are one and the same. So come on over, we can persevere, persevere. So come on over, we can persevere. Said I could feel it when
Why are they all in game? No, I figured they're in the range, but I thought we were gonna be like going in a sec. Can you say something on disc? I don't hear you. Make sure your Discord's like connected. Yeah, bro, literally don't hear you talking. That's weird. I see your Discord like it's lighting up. Huh. Let me say it again. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? I don't know why it would.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah. You can hear me? Bet. All right. Are these guys ready? They said R. All right, bet. I'm gonna bring the stream back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As we get it underway, I am joined by the man Sin Stuff with me in the caster booth. How are you doing, Sin?
Doing great, Skip. Glad to be here. Sad I couldn't get here for match one, but happy to be present for the second one. Hopefully we can pull it back, get a round on the board for the Bears.
Yes, sir. It was a close map one. There's lots of back and forth between the squads. Golden Bears got out to an electric start there, but those mid rounds for SMSU on their attack side really pulled it back for them and paid dividends. Ultimately, I'd say that was the big difference maker. But Golden Bears now heading to their classic icebox map here for map 2. This is frankly where they get most of their work done. A lot of their W's this season have come off the back of this icebox map. So interested to see how SMSU will answer against this Golden Bears pressure coming up on icebox.
Yeah, I think it's certainly an exciting pick, something we all kind of rely on, but Icebox has definitely been a strong suit for the Bears.
No, I'd have to agree. As the R's are coming out in chat, and we are about to get this show underway. Map 2 action coming up between the Golden Bears and SMSU Mustangs, folks. Got a treat coming out tonight. And I mean, let's talk about some of the progression that we've seen over the course of this season. Everybody on the CSP squad has only been going up rank wise. The team play and the overall, just growth from this team has been quite exceptional. It might not be their year this season, but to think about kind of how far they've come from the start of me kind of joining the squad, kind of seeing how they work as a team, as a unit, I'd say it's exponential growth that we've seen.
Yeah, I'd absolutely have to concur with that. Just having you to break down a lot of these plays and kind of review the VODs for the team. I mean, Akira alone, he's gone up to Diamond. Worthless, Diamond 2. Actually, I believe they're both Diamond 2 now. Luke's hopped 2 or 3 ranks, and same goes for Big Z and Goosey. So
Yeah.
it's been consistent improvement. Yeah, we've been losing a couple maps here and there, but honestly, just seeing the great team play that's been coming out from them and how much better they've improved on individual skills as well as working off of each other in terms of agent picks and map knowledge as well as awareness. I think that the biggest thing for them has been trades on their key maps. So hopefully we can see the same thing coming out from Icebox here
For sure.
and get another round on the board for us, or get one round on the board for us.
Yeah, pushing it to map 3 would be huge. You got to remember SMSU is one of the top teams in the division. We've said it a couple times. We're going to keep saying it because, those top dogs, maps shouldn't be close like 13-9 between, like we're closer to the bottom of the standings right now. We've been working through some roster changes, working through different players subbing in. And, speaking of a little bit of changes, we got some agent switch ups going on. So Jitty will be rocking the chamber going into this icebox Worthless over on the Sky. And I mean, I got to say, you know, Worthless's Sky is one of his better agents. Consistently performs on this one. I'd say does a great job. And I mean, my man Goosey on Jet, we saw him go crazy last week on the Jet here on, man, I'd have to, I'm forgetting the map, but whatever map one was, Icebox or Ascent, one of the two, I swear. Goosey, like, was going hard on the Jet. So, interested to see how the Golden Bears start out the attack. And, I mean, we're going to get this one underway. What are you looking for on their pistol round, Sin?
Well, it looks like we've got 2 initiators for the attacker side. I'm liking the picks. We've got some info towards long, it seems, with either a Sova drone or dart. Looks like they're probably going to look for a pick on, pick on boiler. Wall is up.
Wall through under tube, and it looks like
Nice
a fast push.
Avoiding that
Bears.
recon as best as possible.
Blocking sight.
Viper's been spotted out long. They know she's behind yellow.
Big
Finding
pickup.
a pick.
Let's get eyes on Goosey.
Looking
Finds the
like a
first of the
2.
round. Goes down to the Snowman player.
A little bit of damage off on a Sova. Picking up a second one, unfortunately. Beast mod. Trying to look for his third. Piece of bread. Working up orange. Very slow retake from the defender side.
They're just clearing up slowly, making sure they have all their angles cleared. Jitty not going to find any with the headhunter shots. And now Akira in a 1-on-4, not going to happen. A great opener for the side of the Golden Bears, but that post-plant play ends up biting them. You know, I like the aggression coming up from Goosey, but that's a big 1v1 to take at that Snowman position. You know, if you drop it, you kind of go even back on the score lead, and, you know, that man advantage that you pulled out for the squad kind of dissipates, and then instantly another player dropping a 3-on-4. I mean, tough for the Golden Bears, but they get the plant money, and now just looking at a save round here, trying to buy rifles in the next. So, going to be a tough round to find anything. If they get a plant, you call it a successful round. SMSU going to be waiting with open arms at this A site. The Golden Bears start out. Ooh, Chamber gonna spot out Goosey. And that Marshall's so deadly in round 2 with no armor. I mean, it's one-shot kill to the chest. The Sage Wall comes out. Woken finds a huge frag with the Sheriff. Big dink frag coming out from Worthless. Can he find more? Not gonna happen. Elusive now. Now going by the alias of Big Z. Not gonna find it there. I don't know why my game didn't update, man. Maybe I needed to relog, because over on my right I got Big Z for Sin Stuff screen, and I'm still seeing the old gamer tag of Elusive Elephants. IMO, I think it was about time for that one to go. Big Z definitely suits the 6'4 demon himself. I mean, you can only call him Demon if he's rocking the Demon Stone, so we'll save that for another time. Now, the Golden Bears have to strike in this attack on this offensive round. They have rifles. Sen, what are you looking for?
Yeah, we're back on the buy round now for our team. Hopefully we can pick up this round and not let them get a bonus. Piece of bread looking for an early pick. Doesn't find anything, but Woken trading out and finding Jitty.
That's a huge pickup from back rafter. The Golden Bears still committing towards this A-hit, though. Pushing forward aggressively. Goosey will go down as well. Woken picking heads off with that Guardian. It is so dangerous on Icebox. Akira finds another. Worthless will take out Woken. And just like that, the Golden Bears back with the man advantage. Big Z trying to get the spike down. Spotted one out towards screens. Akira, the spray will betray him. Holding over nicely. A good blind. And Jackson finding the spray of his life there with the Spectre. I mean, at that range, that's just luck. Now a 2-on-2, Worthless and Big Z. The lineups. Is he the lineup Larry that they need? He is. Worthless finds the wall bang. And just like that, it's into a 2-on-1. Worthless now creeping up towards Maze. Here's the spike is tapped. Peeking forward. Gonna find it. 3K for the man Worthless. And the Golden Bears find their first round of the map.
Very nicely done by the Bears here. I love the lineups coming out from Big Z.
Need a drop.
Some new little tricks in the bag. It certainly did help to deny the tap on bomb, or at least deny a defuse. no chance of getting it to half there with Molly out on site.
Oh yeah.
Second snake bite, just sealing it off, allowing Worthless to get that nice 3K. That was excellent.
Yeah.
Very well done.
I really like Big Z too. He throws the first Viper Molly, then he pops the orb, delays longer, and then threw the second Molly. So played to perfection. 4 assists for the man Big Z, and he's one of those guys that's a role player on the team, right? He's setting teammates up for success, playing for the post plants. I mean, doing his job right now. Golden Bears coming back aggressively towards this B site. Goosey peeking out towards back yellow. The Sky Blind will find one towards back site. Getting chipped low, a dangerous peek there. Coming out, the Blade Storm pop for the opposing Jet. Woken looking for a first blood. He's gonna find it.
Spike down B.
Jumping back up towards back site. Beast Mod finds another, and now the Golden Bears down 2 members. Getting to be a trickier round by the minute. Jitty will even things up, find one back, but gets traded out. Worthless goes down now in a 2-on-4. Akira and Jitty make it Jitty. The man needs to go huge. He has spikes, so still potential. Spots one out. Jitty trying to chip away at the HP bar. Gonna not find anything. Jackson with the swing, and SMSU playing well as a team. They're playing off trades, and they're chipping away at these attackers right now.
Yeah, it's certainly tough when they're playing trades so well. They really called that rotate fast. It's very crucial here to be looking for those 1v1 fights, and you know, when you find those picks, just getting out and playing off of your info. I think even pulling out and going back towards mid or A, having some sort of presence on the map would definitely benefit the attacker side here.
For sure. No, I got to agree. You know, the second these pushes, I mean, we saw similar things in the last map. The second your push gets stunned up and held up at the gate, I mean, you give so much time for those defenders to insta-rotate. It's such a common trend on Valorant. You know, it's ditch the site. We can always retake. We have numbers. And especially if this SMSU squad keeps finding those opening first bloods. Woken forced to dash away, but it's Goosey this time that gets the better of Piece of Bread. And what a massive shot to find for the man. Goosey, good shots from Akira, tags up Woken, but Woken finds 2 off of it. Elusive now. Big Z, sorry. 3-on-3, and this is a winnable round now for the side of the Golden Bears. Seekers called in. Worthless looking to go aggro. Not going to find the shots needed. Now a 2-on-3, make it a 1-on-3. Only a sheriff to his name. Big Z finds one. I mean, Jackson's bullets were going every which way, but the way of Big Z. In the end of the day, they come out with the round, a 4-1 advantage, the way of SMSU.
Yeah, it certainly is a tough one to lose there. Big picks from Big Z with the Sheriff. I would have liked to see a Viper ult there, maybe to just delay a push from the enemy team or help us to get something there. You know, classics become very deadly once you're vulnerable inside of that Viper ult and the, you know, range is so close.
Yes, sir. You know, I mean, you got to remember, so eco round going into it, Goosey finding one with the Marshall, so chipping away at the economy a tad bit here. This is a round, though, where the Golden Bears have to strike on these rounds. You know, you keep dropping 2 rounds. You got to bounce back with a few rounds of your own here, and it's the Golden Bears going back to this mid-hit. The Sage Wall is in towards Tunnel, and the Golden Bears going to gun through the entire thing. I mean, I like the aggression. They're switching up the tempo, but surely these defenders know that this kitchen position is now forfeit. This cross is being held from Jackson. Goosey peeks out towards spawn, doesn't find it. Now Golden Bears down 2 members. They need frags, and they need them now. More damage coming across. And wow, a 1-on-5 now for Akira. Man, this seems like the impossible, but he finds the first. Here's one towards mid. There's just too many angles to cover. And I mean, you know, I like the aggression. I like the switch up. It's just aimed in the wrong direction. The second you break through that entire lineup, I mean, it's so easy for that Viper to hold that cross through kitchen. That's an angle that has to be cleared for the Golden Bears there. You know, they're thinking about the bigger picture and the bigger plays, but they got to remember that the basics are still crucial here.
Yeah, it certainly is difficult losing those little fights, you know, those angles where you don't quite expect it, but just making sure to clear everything.
Yeah.
I like the plays coming out from the Bears, though. The aggression is great. The play wasn't bad at all. It's unfortunate that Sova found, you know, think it was Big Z up in nest there on site. Early Viper ult coming out from the defenders. Slowing it down on CSP side. Jitty looking to see if he can find something in mid. Maybe catch an early rotate. Sova darts out. Just finding nothing at yellow.
Yeah, Sova
Goosey
drone.
gets tagged up by the Sova drone.
One spotted in mid. Chamber playing up close. Piece of bread finds the first. Akira now playing close.
Goosey finding a nice pick under tube there from spawn.
Yeah, big pick
Piece
from
of bread
Goosey.
though, finding his second here.
Spike carrier is killed.
Third, looking for his fourth. On for the ace.
Goosey gonna sit him
Goosey.
down though, going Air Jordan out here. 2 blades to his name. He could use a rifle right now. He crosses to yellow. Don't get spotted. He plays it nicely. Needs to find one of these 2 knives here. Peeking out, goes aggressive. Now only 1 to his name. 3 bullets in the Vandal. Gonna betray him as Jackson finds
Unfortunate.
one. A big attempt for Goosey, going huge there for a little bit, but numbers continue to drop early here for the Golden Bears, and a timeout being called by Worthless. And I agree with this. You know, you're down 1-6 early. You know, your strategies haven't been working too much so far. So if I'm in the comms right now, or if I'm, you know, the coach, we'll put some air quotes on that for now. Not going to leak anything, but, you know, I'd say you got to go for a fake. You got to go for a fake. The rotates have been coming out quick from this defender side. And, I mean, you really got to start pulling them back and forth and pulling the strings on a map like Icebox. I mean, rotates are not quick, right? Like, it takes a good little bit of a hike for these defenders to get over. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing such early and fast rotates from the defender side, and I'm not sure if they're picking that up yet. But I'm hoping that with this timeout, they'll be analyzing, you know, what's been going on, what's been going wrong. You know, how many people are we usually running into on site? Where are we getting killed from? Where are we getting traded out? What openings are left when, you know, 3 people have left off of A, and who's the usual one that's left on A? So hopefully we can make that connection and find a round here just to turn things back in favor of CSP. We're only 7 rounds in. We can certainly make it a 6-6.
Dude, this is a round that I'm wishing Goosey would go for an op. I mean, you got to switch up first blood percentage. He's been doing a good job finding a few picks in the last couple rounds, but I've seen him do so much work with that operator in the past. Goosey going up towards belt alone. He has spikes, so the rest of the Golden Bears pushing through towards mid. They spot one out on her tube. But I'm interested
Timing
to see.
here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. It looks like a late A hit with the way Spike's
Goosey.
positioned. Eastmod gonna find one, traded nicely by Elusive. Goosey goes down.
Spike down A.
And that's a tough one to get away. Akira trades out, but Woken finds another. Now a 2-on-3. Big Z alone finds a sick flick onto the Sage. Take a seat, Jandy. Now locations. No, and he finds another 3K for the man Big Z. Viper
I'm
known
loving
on
what I'm
B.
seeing here.
Viper's a B player, so now Worthless and Elusive. This is a must-win round for the Golden Bears side.
Plants is coming out in the 1v2. Jackson looking to make something happen here. But Big Z going for the tried and true. Looking to go back for his mollies.
They burn a flash to clear it out. I like that. Playing it safe. Now, this is such a hard post plant for the opposing Viper. Now, you have one player tucked towards Nest. The other player is playing back towards Belt. But Jackson finds a crucial first pick. And he knows. Throwing
He's
an
running
orb
out of
early
time
towards
here.
Belt. First molly hits. Sticking it. And Big
Big
Z
Z.
with the 4K comes up big for the side of CSP. The 6-6-6 scoreline. El Diablo himself has entered the server.
You gotta love that. I mean, we saw it work the first time they did that. It was perfect. Loving that lineup play. I think they just go back and keep trying to rinse and repeat that until, you know, that gets shut down. Because I love how the defenders are playing this, but they're not going for any flanks. And I
Yeah.
think they're just so scared of those chamber trips. They're not going for any flanks. They're not going to be able to punish this Viper trip or this Viper lineup.
Yeah,
And I think that CSP is starting to realize that. Going for a heavy A,
yeah.
shooting out the dart, but a little bit late. I think they've spotted the jet. Goosey
Ooh, tour de force is known over here.
able to dodge the op.
3 players. That's 3 question marks spotted towards A. That's get out of dodge if I'm calling for CSP.
That's for sure. But Viper's been pushed up, and now he's
Big
gone.
first blood for Goosey, man. Starting it out right. Golden Bears in full rotation, swinging it back towards the B site. And now defenders surely going to be rotating over as well, as they are now pushing back towards Bravo. Goosey spots one out towards back site, sees another player towards top nest. Viper wall comes in, the dart is out, and Beast Mod picks off Akira, and that's just too dangerous of a push, right? I mean, get the bearings down first, get Spike down, play the post plant, play Aftermath. Worthless on a nice lurk here. We'll find the second towards nest.
Spike
3
down
on 2
B.
now. Seekers are available. An operator known at this back spot, though. They
30
know one's
seconds
here.
left.
Do they think there's 2? That's the troubling part that Goosey's going to have to figure out here.
One
Spots
enemy
chamber. And look at the Seekers, Goosey. You see him. I mean, that's as simple as it gets. You got to watch where those Seekers are going. Hey, it's radar. It's X-ray. I mean, it's telling you where they're at. Now in rotation, can Goosey cut off the final rotator, Woken, in a 1 versus 3? And if anybody's going to pull it out for SMSU, it's got to be this Jet. So CSP have to be careful still.
Jet just barely missing. Worthless
There's
here in open
one.
mid. But now he's aware of his positioning. Not clearing his back.
There it
Easy
is.
straight out from Worthless. Nice 3K.
Big round.
Excellent lurk around mid. I love that. I
Yep.
love how they waited for the info to come back. They lurked around mid to look for a rotating pick because they know that 3 are out A. Yes, they might beat you to sight, but there's no way that they're all leaving A at the same time just
Yep.
to go for a B when they've got so much, presence over there on A.
Oh, yeah.
That was very well played. I like the Seekers pop too, just to make sure, secure that round, just in case.
Yeah. No, playing it smart, playing it. I mean, CSP need every round on this attacking side that they can get right now, so not leaving it up to any kind of chance. They have the Viper's Pit available now, along with the Hunter's Fury. So early A aggression, they spot one out towards screens. They know Viper is back sight. Jitty.
Goosey getting tagged here. Sova going. Akira going for this ult pick. Nothing is found, but the ult has been put down.
Poison's gone.
Good trade from Goosey. Jitty holding this flank. It hasn't been too much of a look, though, from the opposition. Nice pick again
Goosey
from
finding
Goosey.
a nice pick.
Really stepping it up here in the mid game. Looking for the spray. Akira finds one, spotted the other towards screens. A 4-on-2, make it a 3-on-2. Low HP though on Goosey, so have to be careful, and you go for another peek. That's just too risky. Putting them into a 2-on-2 now.
Last player standing.
Big Z, here's one above him.
One enemy remaining.
Goes for the spray. The piece of bread
This is just
versus
so
Big
good.
Z.
So well played.
Big
from
Z
Big
comes
here.
through with the 1v2. Man, CSP a little bit risky for my taste, but Big Z is a man that lives on the edge. He thrives in the clutch. And CSP with 3 unanswered rounds, and now money's starting to get tricky for these these defenders. If CSP pull this next round, they might be broke for the last round, and they have a potential to make it a 6-6 half. That could be huge, Sin.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for. Honestly, I was hoping that they had figured it out or something at least in that timeout, and it looks like they did it. I mean, it's 6-4 now, and we're looking in favor of the attackers for money side.
Attackers with a big opportunity here. Another round would be massive for their second half chances. An early Viper's Pit popped. Last time it was on A, and this time again towards the A position. This time, though, Goosey and Akira working together to see if these defenders will give anything over to them. As we see now, Goosey above it starts to spray through the smoke a little bit. A little bit risky and elusive. Or Big Z, rather, will go down. Woken adds to the tally.
Yeah, that's a difficult angle to fight there. You're not really expecting it to be at such a close and high angle. Getting that spike down though, it's very tough. They're gonna have to find a pick here, or maybe double swing something if they're looking to get this back. Akira looking to get this pick. Goosey
Big.
finds the trade.
Player standing.
A piece of bread trades him out.
Enemy down.
Akira, have a
goes
round.
huge.
Have a round. We are going to say, I mean, for a player that is so crucial to
seconds
this
left.
Golden Bears puzzle, Akira been struggling so
have this
far,
one.
but now on for a
of charges.
1v4. He found the first two. Can he find the next? Only has 15 seconds on the clock, so he's going to have to make quick work of this plant.
10
A little
seconds
bit
left.
of a fake. He hears him out towards backside. One
Running out
more
of time
fake.
here.
Enemy
And
remaining.
no time anymore. You
That's
know,
such a tough.
yeah, I mean, you gotta go for that fake earlier, man. You just end up pinching yourself for time and a round
Last
going back
round
the
in the
way
half.
of SMSU. A good attempt for Akira, but faltering there. And you just play a little bit
Need a
quicker.
drop.
You end up giving yourself that better opportunity there. So, CSP either going into second half 7-5 or an 8-4 deficit. Interested to see how they will continue as we are about to get it underway. It's looking like an
Yep,
A hit.
looking-
Get out of my way.
That's what it's looking like. A little bit split towards mid and B here. Just early presence to get that trip down. I like the aggression from JD. Not letting him have anything long.
Jandy's going to find one with the Bulldog. That's a big pick onto Worthless.
Revealing area.
You see with the knives out, looking to find one. Darts out. Nothing spotted. We've got 3 defenders over here towards the B site.
He's got the Blade Storm out. So if somebody's going to go massive, it's got to be the man on the jet.
The rotate's been called. We've got all 5 defenders looking towards the A site. Spike is up towards mid. Big pick from Goosey. Can he find the second?
Ooh, gonna get
Unfortunately
pinched.
traded out by Piece of Bread, but that's info. They know 2 are mid. They know one's on A. Are they going to call the rotate? 42 seconds left on the clock. This is where a fast rotate is just needed.
Yeah, they gotta
I
pick
think it's
up
called.
the pace. They gotta pick up the pace. The Golden Bears need to start making waves. Jitty needs to start moving
30
up and
seconds
building
left.
some ground for his team, right? They don't necessarily
will
know where
not
any of these
kill
defenders
my
are,
allies.
and now they're in a 3-on-5. So
Revealing area.
gonna get slowed up towards yellow. You
Nowhere
heard one
to
close.
run.
Hunter's Fury gonna go sideways. Piece of Bread finds a big pickup there. Now in a 2-on-5. In a lot on the shoulders of Big Z and Jitty. Jitty been struggling here on this map, and the struggle continues. Big shot for Big Z. The spike gets fully diffused, though, while he was dealing with the numbers, and just like that, it is an 8-4
Switching
half
sides.
the way of the defending squad. SMSU starting this map 2 off nicely.
Yeah, I gotta hand it to SMSU. They're certainly playing their retakes well. The fast rotates, though, being called out so early on are very difficult for CSP to deal with, it seems. Really slowing it down when things don't need to be slowed down. I think the aggression is just honestly part of ego, and the confidence just, I don't know if it's not there or if they're just, you know, playing off of 1v1s.
Yeah, definitely a tough first half for the Golden Bears, but if they're going to spark a comeback and come alive, it has to be on this pistol round right here, right now. Goosey playing the Sheriff up top. Early Viper Orb, and he spots out bodies towards A. Going to drop down instantly. The rotates should be coming in right now from the Golden Bears. 3 players, 4 players spotted towards A. The drone is in as well, and we're still not moving yet. Where are the comms? Where are the rotations? They're on site. Big shots from Worthless. Going to get traded out, though. Goosey will add to it. Big wallbang from Jandy now. As Akira stuck between a rock and a hard place. Jitty trying to get something going with that headhunter. The swings in from Akira, but the bullets betray him. The flank from Big Z, he finds one. Now a 2-on-1. The Golden Bears have to pull through on this round. And Jitty steps up, the defuse to come out. And I mean, Jitty just doubled his frags. That's
Yeah,
what it
that was great
takes.
to see. Great to see.
They need him to come back into this. If the Golden Bears want to come back into this map, Jitty simply has to start coming through on this defensive half. As the lead gets cut to 3, and now the Golden Bears with that bonus buy, a Bulldog for Akira, options for the rest of the squadron. Goosey pulling out that Marshall. He loves that Marshall on round 2, especially when he's on this jet. Mans is just hitting diff with it. Bulldog as well now, and it's a triple Bulldog setup. Akira, Jitty, and my man Big Z pulling them out and trying to get it started. Early wall again towards the A site. A couple shots coming out from Goosey. Not going to find anything yet. Big Z spots one out towards B main. And a little bit of a split coming out from these attackers so far. As Goosey spots another one towards A. Again, just messing about are these attackers early on, not giving anything over to the defenders. Classic shots from all around the map. Big Z will find the first blood of this one.
Worthless looking to get some space here on A. Bomb is down towards B, but it looks like it's been picked up. Dart comes out. Is it going to spot anyone long?
2 towards B.
Dart spots him out. Piece of bread finding a pick on Jitty.
No way!
Picks, drop shot. That's
That
so
was
difficult.
unreal. Who is this piece of bread, man? Jackson, and just like that, the Golden Bears numbers are faltering. 2v2 now. HP in the gutter for Goosey. Akira has to step up right now. Goosey comes clutch, though, through the middle of the map, and Akira's spray goes sideways now. Goosey, no HP to his name. He has to hit this shot. Otherwise, he's done. Last known location was yellow. The flick doesn't happen. Now the Sage is going to play time. Goosey tries to get up top. He does. He's running out of time, son. Goes for the push. Does he have time? He's got to get on the spike right now.
This is nothing.
It's going to be close, folks. It's going to be the millisecond. It's going to be the millisecond. It's going to be the millisecond. Doesn't happen. 0.4 on the clock. And a millisecond sooner. And man, if you're Akira, you have to slow down that spray. She's got the classic. She's whiffing the bullets, man. That crouch spray, it haunts you again, folks. How many times do we need to see it? Do not crouch spray. That's the Skeptor rule of the day. No more crouch spray, okay? Like, you can do it once in a blue moon, but when you get in the habit of it, man, it literally messes with the spray. And let me tell you, the sprays in this game already suck, okay? This isn't Counter-Strike. Spraying is brutal, especially with the Bulldog. Man, that's a costly round, especially with the shape of this game, too, as it is. I like the Golden Bears switch up on the attack here. I mean, you know, going aggressive on A site, but nobody is home. And it's looking like a mid to B hit for the side of SMSU, and it's going to be a full-on retake for the Golden Bears.
Spike planted.
Man, and those are just rounds that, you know, those are the kind of rounds that have been the difference maker for CSP all season long, right? Those are rounds that, frankly, you cannot afford to lose. Akira, does he clear close? Not close enough. Woken has been in their nightmares on this map too. Goosey going aggressive. Doesn't clear 410. Sage dashing back towards site.
Last player standing.
And this is going to be a full-on wipe. Worthless takes out one for his troubles. But man, oh man, SMSU up double the rounds of the Golden Bears. And this is starting to look pretty grim for the side of our CSP squadron.
Yeah, it's certainly turned in the favor of SMSU after that half mark. Honestly, it was a good effort from our attackers, but hopefully they can figure out what they need to do here in order to either pick people off or play those retakes a little bit better. I think just slowing things down once you've got the man advantage and speeding them up when you need to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, now
Especially on these rotates.
a tricky
Taking
spot.
forever here.
Goosey not spotting anything out with this operator. Early presence towards mid. Jet on top. Akira finds one, makes it two through the kitchen. He's got spike for himself. Two more up through the tunnel spot. Big Z on the flank. Worthless finds one, makes it two. And now Viper left in the 1 versus 4, make it a 1v3. Jackson still trying to have a say in this round, but Big Z comes through again, leading the charge for this Golden Bears squad, man. And if somebody's answering the call, it's Big Z. He's getting the team hype. He's top fragging right now, man. This is superb play coming out from the Viper.
Yeah, you gotta love a good Viper, man. I mean, it's just been these rounds where it really comes down to who's got better positioning and who can tie things up. The clutch rounds, Big Z picking them up every time.
Yeah, I mean, not giving up. Never done right now for the side of CSP. An early Viper wall towards this A position. Goosey going for the pre-fire.
Seekers are popped. Akira finding one.
Spotted
Make
out
it
another.
a second. Goosey gets tagged out. 70 health on their op here. Can he find Jandy?
Big
Finds
shot.
one.
They know one
That's
more
no
towards
res, no
Maze.
res.
One enemy remaining.
And the Golden Bears
Worthless with another 2.
cleaning it up. I mean, these are very much needed rounds. They have ulti advantage. Akira goes down.
Overheat here. Don't get
He's
too
smart.
aggressive.
Jumps back
Big
towards
Z with the
main.
flank.
But Big Z, you said it, pulling through on the flank. I was going to say the fake. Really making it happen right now. And now money starting to be a little bit of a struggle for this attacking squad. 3 rounds behind now are the Golden Bears. But every ultimate is coming online. And you can say the same for this attacking squad. These are going to be some pretty hectic next coming rounds here.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to point out both Vipers have their ults. You know, are we going to see the counter Viper ult or possibly the early Viper ult to block off a site?
Seems like the early Viper ult, man. He's got the fists out
That's
and
what I'm
ready.
thinking.
Big Z is going to get down the toxins as the tour de force is called in. Goosey holding top belt. Early Seekers popped as well for Worthless. And a big shot from Akira shuts down the tour de force. And, I mean,
Love
talk
to
about a
see
frag
that.
you needed to get, right? What a kill to get off the board. Akira! Shots are in. Jet tagged up. Nobody drops. Woken will finally fall. As Akira continuing the aggression now. I mean, dude, he should use the Guardian all the damn time. This man
Oh,
is just
absolutely.
different when he's got the Guardian in his hands on Icebot. Caster curses in for that one. We'll shut up and move on. But for real, I mean, Akira has been a stud all season long with that Guardian, finding pick after pick. He finds the first 2 in this round, will eventually go down, but I'll take a 2-for-1 all day long on the defending side. 2 players spotted towards bottom mid. Worthless backs off. This is smart play now. Calling in the Tasmanian Tiger. Looking for one up close. He spots the Sova. And Big Z still cooling it in the Viper's pit. And Goosey holding A. I love the setup right now. Jitty holding under tube. Oh, Worthless! Give me that one tap in slow motion. And he rips another head off. Get out of town, Beast Mod.
Let's make it a third right here.
You'll do
Yandy's gonna go
nothing.
for the peak.
You'll do nothing.
Oh.
But Yandy now has a chance for a res here. I mean, this could be trouble. 15 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to start getting on his horse. Jitty going to shut it down. And just like that, the Golden Bears are only down 2. We're seeing the comeback happen. Big, big rounds on this defending side. And money's only getting worse for these attackers.
Oh yeah, you gotta love to see that, man. I mean, the comeback's looking possible here. This is their strongest map, and honestly, I love how they've started to slow things down, and once they get those initial picks, just backing off, playing info, letting the attackers come to them. And that's really one of the biggest things we see with defenders is how aggressive they get and over-aggressive. You know, you could almost say the same thing for Akira in mid, but he was able to find those 2 picks, and that was big.
Yep.
So just slowing things
chamber
down and
trip.
letting the attackers come to you, playing off your info.
Goosey's
Speaking of info, Sova drone's coming out, seeing if he can spot one. Worthless seeing one, pushing Maze. He's holding for this. The shock dart comes out, gets good damage off on the
Goosey
Viper.
gets double tagged. 6 pings coming out, and Goosey can only hold that for so long. You got pinged twice, man. They know where you're at. Got to adapt, got to change your position. Akira's gun barrel spotted out. And this is a round that is looking very much in favor of SMSU. Unless Jitty and Big Z could pull out a miracle.
Planted.
2v5 on the retake. Jitty going to have to strike first to open something up for Big Z on the flank. Waiting for the wall to drop. Is he ready? The Viper's pit pop 2. SMSU not wasting a beat here on this post plant. Big frag for Big Z. Can't find the second. Jitty finds one through the smoke. Needs 3 to find. That Decay is going to put him down to 1 HP. Finds another, but Decay is still hitting him. He heard one drop towards back sight. Yep. And Piece of Bread going to find it with the classic. Like you said earlier, that Decay gets him so low, you just pull out the pistol and start swinging until you can triple wrap him. I mean, man, you know, momentum shut down a little bit, but if the Golden Bears could bounce back right here, right now, they are still in it by every mean necessary. Jitty has the tour de force available this round, and I mean, he's still just a little bit behind the rest of the pack here, struggling to find his footing on this chamber. Now I'm interested to see how he's going to play it.
Got heavy B presence here. The Viper wall is out. Are we going to call that rotate? I'm really hoping to see something here from Jitty with that tour de force. Unfortunately, Akira found on that mid-rotation. Early Sova ult.
I think it's the
Not
B
able
hit.
to find a pick here.
We heard
They're
the jet
already out
dash.
towards yellow.
Yep, we heard the jet dash. A huge
Nice
flick
pick
from Jitty. Needs to keep his eyes towards this B site.
Will the wall res come up here? Jandy's thinking about it.
Look at this flank though.
But the
working
push has
from
been
Lucy.
slowed down. Piece of Bread trying to find one here. They're really playing off the info, really paying off their picks. Goosey gets spotted out on the flank though.
Saw that
Such a tough
chamber
one.
trip, man. You gotta react. You gotta take that out. And now the rotate back is available. The wall comes out, and it seems as though the attackers are coming towards this Bravo site. Jitty still has the tour de force available. Worthless sees one right below him and peeks out towards yellow, goes down Jitty with the trade. Sage towards back yellow, has the res available. Jitty now, they know one's on site, they know one's towards yellow. The last is unknown, the res coming out. Jitty takes out one.
Jitty punishing that.
They know one's on site, nobody's clearing close sight. Unless they took him out. They didn't clear on site. Where's the call-outs, man? That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable, boys. We're going to have to go back and VOD review that one because, frankly, Skeptor is not happy after that. Match point now against the Golden Bears. Money down the drain. And, I mean, this map pulling back just got that much harder.
Yeah, it's always tough in a 12-8 situation. You know, you're on this match point. Every little thing counts. Every bit of money, every pick you find, all info. It's really all or nothing here.
Yep.
Got heavy A presence from the attackers, 3 towards A for the defenders. Early ult from Akira here, managing to tag the Jet down, 70 health on their #1 duelist.
Goosey
Heal
hears
comes
the
out.
footsteps. Gonna take out the drone. They spot out 2 towards Maze early. Viper utility called in from that top nest spot. Goosey dashing out and getting out of dodge just in time as the A hit is still underway. And look at this flank already from Big Z. Eyes on him. And Jitty following. They know 2 players are on the flank. And, I mean, frankly, this might be it right here, Sen. And the spray doesn't come through. And now a 2-on-5. And surely the Golden Bears. Jitty's out here in no man's land. And, I mean, this is a 1v5 and it's done. It is done and dusted. A 1v4. Clock against him. Here's one in mid. He finds the first, but now in a 1v3 and his location is known. Too many angles to clear here. And that's going to do it. The Piece of Bread with the 3K to close out a 2-0 for SMSU. And the Golden Bears falter here tonight. I mean, you know, man. Just, I'm at a loss for words, man. Like, there's just too many rounds there that the Golden Bears, dropping it in too many rounds that you can't afford to give away, right? Like that second round eco after you win pistol, you cannot lose. You cannot drop those kind of rounds. You know, it's you move on, you improve as we go here. The Golden Bears were taking on one of the